by incompetence of leaders or vested interests of people who want Kenya to be status quo, the beneficiaries of what is going on, or is not going to be damaged by corruption. We are going to be firm, we are going to be clear, we are going to be decisive. Because for far too long, Kenya has been held hostage by incompetence, vested interests, and corruption. And I want to be very clear that going forward, it doesn't matter. We cannot keep complaining about countries that were with us, but today they are way ahead of us. We cannot continue talking about Singapore. We cannot continue talking about Malaysia. We cannot continue talking about Korea. Even as recently as China. China 30 years ago was maybe lower than Kenya. Today, they are lending to us. We cannot continue that trajectory. Kenya is a country with great potential. It is this moment in history that we are going to unlock the great potential that Kenya holds. And we are going to make the necessary decisions to provide the necessary leadership for Kenya to move forward. We are going to deal firmly with vested interests and impunity. And we are going to deal decisively with corruption in whatever shade, in whichever institution. So, nobody should threaten us. Nobody should blackmail Kenya anymore. We want to move the country forward. And we are going to ensure that Kenya moves forward. We are at a place where we have to make a decision. Statistics are there to show us. When Kibaki left office, tax as a percentage of GDP was 23%. By 2022, tax as a percentage of GDP was 14%. It had come down from 23% tax as a percentage of GDP to 14% tax as a percentage of GDP. And that is why we sank into debt. Because we do not want to do what other countries did. We do not want to do what Kibaki taught us that we should do. Kibaki alituambia kulipa ushuru ni kujitegemea. Na mimi naongezea kukopa na madeni ni kujiingiza kwa utumwa. So we have to make a decision. Do we want to be independent or do we want to be slaves? Because a choice is there. Wacha nirudie. Kibaki alituambia kulipa ushuru ni kujitegemea. Na mimi naongeza kuendelea kukopa madeni ni kujiweka kwenye utumwa. So we are not going to be slaves. Hatuwezi kujiweka kwenye utumwa, tutalipa ushuru ndio tuweze kujitegemea na kutetea uhuru wetu kama watu wa Kenya. We must tell each other the truth. We cannot continue to take the country in the wrong direction. So mimi nawashukuru sana. Mjue tunawapenda sana. Mambo yale mengine yote tumepanga na tutahakikisha kwamba Kenya inabadilika. Affordable housing tunakuja kuanzisha, inakuwa awarded next week. Market yenu inakuwa awarded next week, tutakuja kuanzisha hapa. Soko zingine 3 katika county hii yenu, big markets, tumeweka pesa ya kuzijenga, na kazi hiyo yote ya kupeleka Kenya mbele iko katika mpango yetu na tutaiendesha kwa kasi. I have said and I will repeat, we will deal with incompetence in leadership that cannot see the relationship between millions of young people who are unemployed and the failure to implement programs like housing, digital program, and also export of labor that will help us bridge the gap between those who have jobs and those who don't. We will also deal firmly with those who are invested in status quo, the vested interests that want to sabotage our housing program because they want Kenyans to continue to be rent payers instead of home owners. And we are going to deal firmly with those who want to go and hide behind the independence of the judiciary so that they can sabotage the development of Kenya, so that they can continue to benefit from NHIF where they are siphoning money. We are going to make sure that those behind this vested interest, they will not hide behind the independence of the judiciary. We will call their bluff, and we will deal with corruption in every arm of government, including in the judiciary. So maneno ni hiyo. Si namna hiyo? Ama mnataka tuendelee na magani? Si hivi ndio Kenya itaenda mbele? Tuachane na uzembe ya viongozi, tuachane na matepeli wa vested interest, na tupigane na ufisadi. Hivyo ndio Kenya itaenda mbele. So Bishop, asante sana, umetufundisha vizuri. Maaskofu wale wengine, muombee taifa letu la Kenya. Sote kama wa Kenya tuungane sisi wote kwa manufaa ya taifa letu la Kenya. There is nobody who is going to benefit from impunity. There is nobody who is going to benefit from encouraging vested interests or from corruption. We will all become losers. Therefore, we must be firm, we must be forthright, and we must collaborate and work together, all of us as Kenyans, so that we can transform our country and move Kenya forward. So, asanteni sana, Mungu wabariki, nawapenda sana. God bless you. Have a great year ahead. Asante.